Hey guys, I know I'm not the only one who don't always have time to retwist their whole head on wash day, so I'm going to show you how I still look put together but not do my whole head. So I'm basically just doing the perimeter of my head, most of the front. So I pinned up the back, pinned up the middle, deal with that another day. But just to look neat and put together, I'm just doing the front and a little bit of the back. So moisturizing my hair here with the Cream of Nature Argan Oil leave-in conditioner. Really love this stuff. Super cheap. I think it's like $5. I put a link in the description so you can get that. But it's really moisturizing. Really love it, and no buildup. And then I'm just taking one lock at a time, and just making sure that I'm putting the loose hairs in the lock. For some reason my new growth sometimes don't grow in the lock. It grows outside of it. So to make my hair look neat and to control the frizz, I basically take the keep it together and then take the new growth and wrap it around itself so that it can look neat and nice. So here I'm just show you a couple more. Where I can make a part, I make a part, and do the same thing. So in some areas, the new growth that grows out the locks is even crazier. So I try to wrap it around the lock as tight as I can, and then palm roll that, and then pin it away. Some of the locks, especially like in the middle, oh boy, the frizz is insane. But if you want to, if you have frizzy hair, even if your hair does not grow out the lock, and you want to combat that and make it look nice and neat, but this is the strategy. This has been my strategy for years and years and years. I always had frizzy hair even when I was loose natural. So if you see here, you see how nice that looks now. And if I see any extra frizz, I just take that frizz and wrap it around the lock and just smooth it through. And this really combats the frizz and make your hair look neat. It doesn't make sense you have neat, nice roots, and then the rest of your hair is frizzy. I don't know. I don't like the look. And every couple sections, I spray the Dr. Locs Imani locking spray that would just hold the frizz down. I mean, hold the hair down and keep the retwist looking good. I do not use gel. So just showing you again here in the front. Lastly, how I do it again. So I first spritz my hair with my leave-in conditioner using the Cream of Nature Argan Oil spray, and then I would also add oil. Didn't show that step before, so yes, I do add oil. Put it on my roots, but also rub it along the shaft of the locks. And here showing you again my little trick of taking loose hair and wrapping it around the lock before you do palm rolling, and then even after you do the palm rolling, if you do see a little bit of frizz here and there where your finger can pull it, then pull that frizz, wrap it around the lock, and then pin it away, and then obviously use your locking spray to hold that down. Obviously, if you can use gel, then do that. I'm allergic, so any gel would just I'd have to go wash my hair all over again. And if you realize here, you see how long that new growth is that's growing out, that hair that's growing outside the lock. So again, just wrapping that through. I don't know how much more to stress that. To make sure that you're wrapping the loose hair around the lock before you retwist, and then just pin that away so that it doesn't unravel, and spray your hair as much as you can in between just to hold it, especially because you're not using gel, so there's no real hold there, but it does make it look really neat. And you see I'm showing you here on the last lock how nice and neat that looks. You see that? So wrapping it around or twisting it, however you want to call it, and then just making sure that it's tight and taut, not too tight because you don't want to cause any tension. But just making sure that it's neat and nice, and to me it's nice and juicy. And putting it away, and then what I do is I tie my head down, and actually even though I have the pins in my hair, it doesn't it's not uncomfortable, because I'm not like pinning it down on the scalp, like making it tight. So when I'm done, I spritz my hair with the locking spray all over, not just the roots, but also the top part of the shaft where I did twist the new growth, and then the rest of the hair I just moisturize a little bit more, and obviously smile on my face, so I like it. And then I take my wrapping cloth, and wrap my hair. Sometimes I wrap it in a way where I can run out the house and just run errands like this and come back. Just tying it down and making it look neat and acceptable, kind of very African right now. But this is basically what I do. And then I would also like pin up the rest of the hair and look like somebody when I go outside. So now I'm just taking the wrapping cloth off, and if you see how nice and flat and laid that is. Obviously I'm tired of rubbing my eyes, but anyway, you see how nice and laid down my hair is. So just taking all the pins out, because I was using the leave-in conditioner and the oil, it's very shiny, it looks good. And if you remember, I dyed my hair black to like hide or cover the lint that I was seeing in my hair. So my hair still looks, black and nice and lovely. So for the rest of my hair that I did not do, which I'll do another day, I'm just basically going to pin up the rest of the hair. I already moisturized the middle and the back, so no need to do that here. And then I'm just gonna pin it up so that it's the retwisted part can cover the unretwisted part, and I can easily put it into a ponytail so that I can go to work and go out and look like somebody's child, like my mother would say. But I like it. It looks good. It looks good. Really love it. But I just wanted to show you guys how I do my lazy retwist, I call it. And then some other time I get to the rest of the hair. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy it.